Hey guys, it's Telly and Trevere, and it's time for Speedpaint Sunday once again. Um, so this week we've got more landscapes from the new area in Liyue. I got a whole ton of. Uh-oh. I was going to talk about. Okay, we're good. We're good. Sorry, my pen was not working for a second there. Yeah, I got a whole ton of uh screenshots from that. Well, not screenshots exactly, more just the, in-game viewpoints. It had some really cool landscapes, so I'm very excited to draw a bunch of those. I feel like at this point, my stash of reference images is just like 50% leeway with all this. Um, so yeah, this one's pretty cool. I really like the sky gradient. I think that's really neat. And just in general, all of this like pinkish sort of light. It looks very cool. I don't think I really need to go too much detail on the tree in this original sketch, but it's uh, I feel like that ended up getting too high. Yeah, so this you can kind of see that the top of the tree here is about equal to the top of this stuff here. So yeah, I overdid it on that. Yeah, I think I had it more correct here in my original kind of sketch. I think it's kind of hard to say what's going on where um in this image. But yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. There's some rocks. That's not the correct place for that rock. Um, and again, I probably shouldn't go into too much detail in the sketch. Honestly, I think this is probably good enough. I don't think I need much of a sketch for this one. Um, all right, I think as usual, I will start with the sky. Hmm. The sky is pretty purpley. That is too much. Mm, is that okay? That's actually pretty decent. Maybe. Maybe a little bit too bright, but you know what? That's fine. I feel like usually I end up going not bright enough, and that is typically my issue. I can also double check with the values here. It does look a little bit darker, but I'm also going to start blending in some of the lighter colors down there. So I think we should get maybe three colors in here, more of a like pinkish color, and then something sort of more orangey yellowy at the bottom. So let's get ourselves kind of a pinkish color. What kind of pinkish color do we want? We want it to be pretty light, I think. I think that's not light enough. I also want it to blend better. That's not bad, actually. Let's blend it some more with this brush. Like that. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. We do need to keep going even lighter though. Go with that kind of like there. And then let's extend this. And then let's get some kind of yellowy color. A really pale one. Like that. That's actually pretty good. I think I like that. Except maybe not over there. I think this is more just the pink color. I'm just going to extend this to the bottom. Sure, why not? That's really not doing it for that corner color, huh? I will try to resist the urge to spend all my time on skies, as usual. But, you know, I'll probably fail anyway. And that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Sort of like that, I think. Except I kind of feel like we should get like a lighter purpley color for this corner. Kind of like that, I think. Except I'm definitely missing more blue down here. Or actually, I think, okay, blend that. And then I think what I actually need is a more intense blue. Here, let me blend that out a little bit and then check with this. Yeah, I think I need, like in here, just a little bit more pop of blue. Just like something slightly brighter. And actually, maybe even more blue and less purpley. Although, hello, good to see you. Um, is that good? I don't know. I feel like it needs to be even more. I must resist the call of the sky, or I will be here forever. It's so hard. I can't tear myself away. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. All right, I think that's probably good. I need to stop. I need to stop. I can't. All right. We're good. We're good. No more sky. We're done. Um, all right, what next? Um, I think putting in some of this grass and stuff and then putting in the trees. All right, grass. I need a nice green, but especially towards this side, the green very much gets taken over by this yellowish light. I do not have any background music. I typically don't. Should I? I mean, I can potentially make that happen for future streams. Um, is that too dark? I think that's okay. There was not music last time. Is that okay? I don't know. I feel like that's not quite right. That's worse. Oh, I can check my thing. Yeah, it's too dark. I feel like it's probably also too blue. In general, this picture has some very warm lighting, so I think I should probably keep my greens more on the yellowish side. I feel like that's still too dark. That'll probably do. How much would I value my streaming career? I don't consider it a career. In USD, zero. I make no money. I do this purely for fun. I'm not monetized or anything. Um, I think I'll start with this green, and then I'll add in the browns and the more yellowish greens later. I think maybe it's not quite right to put that in the center here. Well, okay, I'll start with this. Let's go with more of this. Actually, I think maybe even more yellow. Quit streaming and join your little project. Um, what's the project? Mm, I don't know. I don't like this color. I don't think it's coming out quite right. I think I maybe made it too bright. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now. Let's start getting some of the brown in here. What kind of brown is that? Not that. Mm, now, why is this coming out all wrong? I think maybe it just needs to be even more red and more actual brown. Too much. It's also just not placed correctly either. Like over here. Oops. And then like that kind of. Shape is sort of like that, but it's definitely still the wrong color. That's not, that's getting a little bit better, I think, maybe. Ah, I don't know, it's still not right. What color do I need here? Cool. Yeah, well, good luck with your project. I don't think I'd be very much help. Oh my gosh, I'm on the wrong brush. What the heck? Why is I? All right. Well, anyway, yeah, good luck with the project. Get a little bit of this more reddish. Ah, why does it keep doing that? Stuff in here. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have time for more projects in my life, but yeah, I would love to keep an eye on what you're doing. Are you just going to be doing it on your YouTube channel there? I might follow you and check it out. Okay, so now in these surrounding areas, I think, well, the parts that are in shadow, I think I'm a little bit too saturated for now. I should try to tone that down and maybe get more towards the greens again, so I could kind of blend that in with the grass. What kind of color is that? I'm definitely going to need to get these sunlit spots brighter, but let me check with my thing here. Yeah, definitely much brighter. What was the bright color I had here before? This one? We need to push that even higher. Maybe something like this. I think I'll leave it at that for now. Let's, is it maybe time to just put in the trees already? I think it might be time to put in the trees. Um, I think I might just put all of this stuff on one layer. So let's see, what color do I make those trees? Actually, I should try to bring back, maybe this color would work. It's maybe not quite intense enough, but it's close. A little bit redder and a little bit like more saturated. Like that. Touch darker. How are we on time too? Okay. How do you determine what's more important? It's very difficult. That's one of the main challenges of this. I think it's more just, well, most important is like the biggest like focal points. Like I think in this piece, pretty much the trees are like the big focal point. There's a difference between most important and like the first things that I work on. I think how I prioritize what to work on is partially what's most important because I want to make sure that I like have enough time left to work on it. And partially what kind of helps me get the rest of it. Because I think like when I put in these trees, I at least kind of want to have the rest kind of grounded, have this like have some of the the landscape that the trees are going to be in at least a little bit defined first. That's not exactly the right. I think it might be a fine color for this, but then they kind of get a little bit darker as they go. But yeah, it's just kind of trial and error. Just kind of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Oh, the fluffy one has arrived. It's okay. I was gonna say it was looking maybe a little bit too dark, but no, in here it's actually fine. I think I'm gonna actually stick with this for the rest of this tree, and then there's definitely more shadow going on right here that I can add in a little bit later. And I think actually in this kind of twist, I can maybe go back to where was my brighter, redder part? Was it this one? Or maybe this. Maybe a little bit too bright, but whatever, it's fine. Um, then maybe I should put this rock in first before I do this tree. Okay, here I need something more yellowish. Too much, too much. Um, like that. Especially the part over here. Not exactly what I'm going for, but it's kind of close. Just a little bit of a weird texture, but honestly, trees are a weird texture, so that's probably fine. Um, let's see. Let's get some darker kind of shadows in here. This will definitely need to be brightened also. I kind of feel like maybe I should go back and put in the rocks before I do that. It's fine. Let's give it a try. I think I'm actually going to stick with the... Should I stick with the oil paint brush? I guess so. I think it's going fine. I've not forgotten about those branches up there. Those are gonna come eventually. Or like that, maybe? And I do want to save this color because I think I should put some of it up here too. Um, I want to put more of my reddish color in these roots down here too. Um, I think that will do for now. Actually, I want to put more of that through here also, maybe. Maybe more of the yellows in here. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it. Though I guess that's kind of what I usually do. Let's check this. Definitely needs to get darker in those shadows. Get my dark color and make it even darker. GameCube Arrow LED model. I am not familiar with what those look like. But I guess probably just because it's very like low res. I can get a little bit more of the dark areas in here too. So kind of like that, I guess. Okay, do I finish up the tree or do I put those rocks in already? I think I should finish up the tree. Um, let's see. What color do I want for that? My time is halfway gone, I know. I think I'm making good progress. Um, Okay, my brush is too big for this. Somehow I feel like this stuff ended up being too high. Like I don't have enough space left on top for this, all of these branches and leaves and stuff. So I kind of messed that up, but I'm gonna try to make the most of it. All I can do at this point. I probably should not spend too much effort on these branches. Yeah, I'm really like cut off at the top here, huh? Okay, let's get, I maybe need to put them in a separate layer. What kind of color do I want for these leaves? Is this an okay color? No. That's way too dark. It's very hard to judge sometimes how far a particular shift in color is going to get you. I feel like it needs to actually... I feel like it actually needs to be more blue. I thought I went pretty blue already. All right, I'm gonna go something like this, I think. It's gonna get cut off at the top, and it's just how it be. I messed that up for sure. And then I need a really bright color that's definitely gonna blend it. Oh, that's really sad because there's a lot of this like light coming through here that would have been really fun to do, but I don't think I have space for it. I guess that's part of why you want to have a good first sketch, which I kind of skimped out on a little bit. And now all my placement is off. Oh well, it happens. I do not like how this tree is looking at all, unfortunately. But, you know, gotta make the most of it, I guess. I think it's still too green. Why is this tree so blue? It's just a blue tree. Whoops. It's just the world's bluest tree over here. All right, well, I guess it'll have to be like this. Like you said, I am running short on time. But also, I need to go way lighter on this. Oh, I'm so sad that I cut that off. Ugh, what did I even at the very start when I was doing the sketch, I actually adjusted it to move this tree down, but I guess it still wasn't enough. Oh boy. Sorry about that. This got away from me a little bit, I guess. Yeah, I think I overdid it over on this end. There's really only a little bit of like a halo around it. I do at some point want to get in with those clouds back there too, but I only have so much time. The person who's bothered the most by it is probably you. Yeah, probably. But still. Um, all right, let's get some of these rocks in already. Okay, so things that I really want to put in this picture, the rocks here and some of these like mountains back here, and the rocks up here. Ideally, I would like to put in these trees on both sides, but that's kind of I think more optional. If they don't make it, they don't make it. And then the clouds in the back would be very nice to have too. So I think priority number one is going to be rocks. I want to say, but also, see, the thing is, you want to put the things in the back first and then put the things on top of them. So if I want to put in these trees, I should probably do them before I try to do these rocks, maybe. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to do trees real quick. Oh my gosh, I have so many greens and I don't know which one is the right one to use here. I think I will keep doing these trees just on the same layer as all this. Maybe not, because they're really going to blend into the big trees. Okay, new layer for trees, I guess. But then I would have to put the rocks on top of it too. Maybe that would be for the best though. All right, I'm gonna try to do it on one layer. We'll see if it works. Start with some like darker greens, I think, because there's like these bushes here that are kind of darker. And they do kind of blend into this tree a little bit, so that's probably fine. Um, Darken up this grass color here a little. I don't like that. Maybe more like that. Ah, that went too far. Yeah, I think that's better. Um, Oops, I need this one back. Where was my dark color again? Maybe even make it not that dark. I think this needs to be more on the bluish side of things. Is this bush here is just kind of bluish. There's all these flowers and stuff up there too, which I don't think I'm gonna have time for, unfortunately. There's some of these slightly bluish bushes on this side too, except on that side they look even bluer. Too many colors. They're a brush that can add multiple colors at once. Uh, Possibly, not that I know of though. I'm sure there are many features of this program that I have never really used. Hmm. Actually, you know what? This color. Oops. I might want to put in some of this foreground grass. Yeah, that's a close enough color for the foreground grass, I think. Um, got this tree over here. Put in some of its darker areas, and also I think the light spots are going to need to be even lighter. Give it a little bit of that, just, you know, halo from the lighting behind it. Maybe have it shine through in a couple little places here and there. Not perfect, but you more or less get the gist. So kind of like that. There's this, and then there's this tree on the other side. What color do I need for that? Not ideal, but close enough. Let's see if I can quickly get it a little bit of branches. Close enough. Right, rocks. Rocks are the priority right now. Okay. What color do I make the rocks? It's like kind of a purplish sort of color. What kind of purplish colors did I have before? I don't know. I don't really have purplish colors here yet. I guess maybe more blue than purple. Very hard to say. I think, well, primarily gray, to be honest. I think I'll start like that. They're kind of blending into my bushes from before, but whatever. It's good enough. Let's see if I can get these rocks in here too. It's going to be harder because I'm trying to paint on top of things and it's going to blend in, but that's okay. Let's see, we got to make these way darker. And then there's more of these like tree roots that are going around this rock, but I don't know if I'm even going to have time for that at this point. Oops. Okay, so we've got some rocks, sort of, kind of. They're not like purple enough. They need to be more purple. If I can't do the roots, what am I going to do instead? Just die, I guess. But yeah, I think I have 15 minutes. I think the roots are probably a big enough priority that I can get them in there. Let me try to do some more on these rocks first, though. And you know what? I think I need more of this over in here too. Whatever the heck is going on here. Don't forget about this stuff. Okay, let's try to do those roots. Let's get my browns back. Maybe this one. Mm. Yeah, I think that'll probably be fine. Get a little bit of highlight in there. I think that's a close enough approximation of the roots. I would like to actually put there's some sort of like moss on these rocks also that I would like to have sort of represented. All right, so there's that. Should I try to put in this background stuff? I think I will. What layer should that go on? I think I want to put it on a layer behind the trees actually, just so I can paint behind them. I think if I just take one of my like purplish grayish colors and use my, that's too purple. Use like a softish brush. I think it should be okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's kind of winding down. Oh man, you can see. So, okay, look, let me try to do this. But you can kind of see how, if I try to put in these little mountain things back here, right? It's like there's so much space between it and the tree. You can kind of see where my trees got like raised a little bit too high. I still think this is maybe a little bit um, too bright for this, but whatever. I'm gonna go with it, I think. Maybe I should get like more of a green in there. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it on these. Let's see, what am I missing? I wanted to put in the clouds. That's the main thing that I need. There's also this like pole with this flag thing on it that I think isn't really necessary. And there is all these, I think they're like some kind of flowers and vines and stuff hanging down. Um, but yeah, those are a little bit more optional. Um, if I can get these clouds done real fast, then I might try to put those in. Let's see. Let me actually go back to, was this the pink that I was using before? Just take that and then make it a lighter version of it. And go, I don't know, even lighter? I don't know, that doesn't sound quite right. Maybe take the yellow and take a lighter version of that too. Hello, hey everyone. Got so many visitors today. But yeah, thank you so much. I think for this one I more or less managed to get in all of the features that I thought should be there. This is not quite working. I want more of that pink in there. Thank you, thank you. Get pink, 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 pink. Pink, pink, pink. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. Mm. I think that'll do for those clouds. These clouds are a little bit more complicated. Let's see. Yeah, I need to practice drawing backgrounds more, but it's always lack of motivation and time. Yeah, that is a big problem for me too. That's why I do this, okay? Like, I wouldn't do it otherwise if I didn't have it on my schedule. See, the other problem with me putting these trees up too high is that now I don't have enough space for these clouds either, which really sucks. Mm, maybe put more of the yellows in there? I don't know. Sort of like that. Some of these little tiny cloudy bits. Okay, yeah, that's getting there. I think we need something just a little bit of extra bright. I want it to still be like saturated though. I think that'll do. How much time do I have? I have 7 minutes. I can't really quite tell what these pink things are. I guess I can try to put them in anyway. Let me just put them on this upper layer here, I guess. Um, Actually, this color might work okay for it. Oof, no, that's way too much. Maybe if I put it in a layer where it'll blend in. Maybe not. Mm. Yeah, I think it's flowers on these vines. Um, Actually, maybe I should put in the vines too. What color would the vines be though? I have too many greens. I can't keep them all straight. Let me get my thickest brush and just get like an extra small version of it and see if I can just get some vines going down here. Not with that though. Oh, that kind of looks like vines, I guess. I don't know. For the hanging ones, I think we should get more of a softer brush. This isn't quite the right color for this. It needs to be like a yellower green. It's getting to that time of the stream where I'm like rushing to try to fill in as much as I can. Uh, okay. I think that's fine for the vines, probably. Let me see if I can get uh the flowers in real fast in my last 5 minutes. That should be enough to put in a couple flowers, right? They're not going to look like flowers really though. This isn't quite right color. And I'm also not getting the fact that these flowers have like little white parts to them. There's some like on these rocks too. It's funny, I'm putting in the flowers, but not the ropes that are holding them there. I mean, I could put those ropes in too, I guess. Why not? 3 minutes. Let's see. Let's try to put in more of these flowers that are on the vines. To be honest, I'm like more or less done. I'm just kind of going in with details at this point. Maybe I can get in some of that like white color too. It looks really nice, thank you. It's hard to put this in because like it, if I use a soft brush, it's just gonna blend in immediately and you won't be able to see anything. Um, I guess with the hard brush, it's fine. It's not ideal, but with the hard brush, it doesn't blend enough, I feel like. I don't know. I really don't like how those flowers are looking. I think those came out quite badly, but I guess having them is probably better than not having them at all. Maybe. Maybe. Um, all right, let's see. We have 2 more minutes. Is there one last thing that I can put in here? Oh yeah, I haven't checked my values in a long while. Um, so like this rock here definitely needs more highlighting on it. This tree, like its bright outline definitely should be brighter. What else? What else? Uh, this these branches have highlights. Actually, what was my highlighty color there? Let me see if I can make it even lighter and just like, oh, wrong layer. Mm, my drawing feels lighter overall. You think so? I mean, I do think that's usually the case. I feel like in this one particularly, it maybe wasn't feeling that way, but maybe it is. 'Cause like I'm definitely seeing more areas where I need more brightness actually than more darkness. Um, but it can be hard to tell. So something like that. Um, I feel like stuff like here also just needs a little more lightness. Well, anyway, we're at time. Um, I do feel like usually I don't go nearly dark enough. But yeah, here you can definitely see um, that like this like bark texture here just goes a lot darker than I went. Um, and like in these rocks also, there's some areas that should really be darkened. Um, yeah, thank you, Kit. Yeah, it's definitely, I think part of that is just because I'm kind of speed painting it. So the fact that I abstract away so much of the detail makes it seem more soft and stylistic, as you said. Um, But yeah, I think a lot of the softness also just comes from the fact that I'm using the watercolor brushes. But yeah, I think overall I'm pretty happy with this one. I feel like there isn't like enough detail in these rocks. Like in particular, this just flat side doesn't look quite right to me. Um, but yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. I'm so mad about the placement though. It's like I somehow just got these trees too high. So like I cut off a lot of the top of this tree and I didn't get to put in all of these nice highlights that are really cool. I'm sad about that. And I also didn't fit in, I didn't leave enough space for these clouds properly. So I didn't get to do those properly either, which is sad. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. Ugh. All right, well, thank you for coming. I'm still not entirely sure what the schedule will be for this upcoming week. I There's a good chance I will miss at least the Tuesday stream. We'll see. Um, oh yeah, perspective is really hard. And buildings, I think especially for buildings and like, you know, man-made things, they just have to have certain proportions in order to look correct. So for the most part on this channel, I do these like landscape drawings. But occasionally I get buildings in some of them, and that always scares me a whole lot because like, you know, they have to look symmetrical and look like they have like right angles and stuff. And that's always really harder to do than like organic shapes because with organic shapes you can kind of fudge it a little bit, and like a tree that's a little bit more crooked than it's supposed to be is still going to look like a tree, but like a building that's more crooked than it's supposed to be is going to look like it's falling apart. Yeah, exactly. You can get away with more stuff with nature things. I'm very bad at drawing buildings and architecture, especially with this style, because like I don't really get hard edges a lot of the time when I'm doing this. So that can be very tricky with buildings. Although I do have, in particular, the one I did of the inside of the cathedral, I'm actually pretty proud of how that one turned out. So you should check that one out. I was scared for that one, but I was actually ultimately very happy with how it came out. Anyway, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed that drawing stream. And yeah, I'll be doing this again next week, plus, you know, video game streams throughout the week. And actually, I do plan to do another art stream this week. Not a speed paint, but just like a general working on my own art stuff. Well, I say my own art stuff, but I specifically mean, you know, channel assets. So I'll be doing that this week as well. And I hope to see you there. Bye.